I hope you're having a wonderful day. But if you're not, I want you to stop wherever you are and decide that you are going to have a good day. That means listening to nobody except God's voice and the goodness that He brings, because everything else around us is not worthy. It's not worthy. You hear people saying this, people saying that. Everybody has an opinion. But what are you going to decide to do? Are you going to have a good day? Or are you going to listen to other people? Tune out that negativity. Cut the TV off sometimes. Cut the radio down. Cut it off. Stop listening to everybody. Now, I know that sometimes we have to check in just to see what's going on. That's fine. But when you're constantly listening to other people are saying, that can put you into a bad mood. We have to choose to stay positive. We have to choose that no matter what's going on around us, and we know what's going on around us, it's a whole lot of evil, a whole lot of confusion, a whole lot of greed, a whole lot of this, a whole lot of that, all of these isms. It's out there. The devil is working. But this time you'll never get back. So don't let people tell you if you're going to have a good day, when you're going to have a good day. Decide today, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to have a good day. So let's get started with our next story. And this story is called Always a Treat. Always a treat. Touching someone mimics the action of a raindrop falling in a puddle. So let's think about that. Just imagine it's raining and there's a body of water. It can be a big spread, small puddle. But just imagine that raindrop coming down. When it hits the center, what does it do? It just rings, just spread out, starting with the core, the center, and moving out to the outer edges. That's what happens when we touch people. When we are kind to people, you leave an impression on people. And they will in turn say, oh, there are some good people in the world. We know that there's some good people in the world. We know that there's some bad people in the world. Let's try to be one of those good people in the world. Because remember, God is the Father of all things that are good. All things that are good. So let's get into the story. Before I was old enough to attend school, my grandmother would carry me with her to take my grandfather to work early in the morning and to pick him up from work in the evening. When the sawmill's 5 o'clock whistle blew, I knew my grandfather would soon be coming down the path. I'd recognize him instantly, since he stood over 6 feet tall. There he walked among the other men, carrying a metal lunchbox as they made their way down the rocky path. I would jump up out of the car and run to meet him. Occasionally, my grandfather allowed me to visit him at his place of work. I can still remember the smell of hot pine as steam constantly radiated from the logs as they passed along the outer edge of the room where my grandfather worked. I watched him as he masterfully used the machine to move the newly arrived logs from one place on the yard to another. My grandfather worked at a lumber company. Weekends were special at my grandparents' house. Every Friday after my grandfather got off from work, we would buy groceries. Near the checkout counter was a machine that roasted peanuts. The peanuts were stacked in snack-sized brown bags with rolled-down rims and twisted corners. The aroma from the roasted peanuts was the first scent you smelled as you walked into the store. My grandfather would sometimes grab a bag or two bags of roasted peanuts from the shelf. At other times, he would buy raw peanuts and roast them at home. When we were blessed with an abundance of fresh peanuts grown in our garden, my grandparents would dry some and store them for the fall, and the others were boiled as an early fall treat. Frequently on Saturdays, my grandparents would bake sweet potatoes on top of a black pot-bellied stove that was also used to heat the house. The smell from the sweet potatoes baking scented the whole house. Not only did the old pot-bellied stove provide warmth to the body, but it also warmed the heart. And these are memories that I have of my grandparents. And I know that you have memories too. Think about a place that you really felt at peace, you know? Ask the questions. Was it windy? Was there a calm wind? Was it a blue sky? Or was it raining and you had to stay inside, but still you felt peaceful? Were the birds singing, butterflies flying? Were there flowers around you, or just trees? All of these things that I just mentioned, these are gifts from God. These are gifts from Him. Yeah, man may have gone in and modified these things, but man wouldn't have anything to modify if God didn't give it to us in the first place. So nature, getting out in nature, is our natural therapy. Get out there. Look at the trees. Just breathe. Just breathe, because you know that God is still in control. And if you're His child, He's looking out for you. Pray and ask for His guidance, that His will be known in your life. Create those memories. And I know times are tough, but they're not just tough for adults, but they're also tough for children. So create memories with your children so that they have something, no matter how far away they go from home, or if they're at home, that they can revisit in their minds. And this stuff and these memories bring a smile to their face so that they're better able to cope with what's going on around them. Create that memories. You don't get this time back. You don't get this time back for yourself or your children. So we have to be deliberate in creating memories. So I want you to go out, excuse me, and today be deliberate. And from today on out, just say, I'm going to have a good day. I'm not going to listen to all this negativity because I can't handle it. I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to pray and give it to Him. I'm going on about my life. Okay? Because He is going to fix it. In this world now, it's good versus evil. It's just so plain. It's almost like a good and evil pie. You can slice it. But we all know that good will triumph over evil at any time. We have to go through some struggles. Oh yeah, we're going through some struggles. But put yourself in a good place and then watch and see what God is doing. Okay? Again, go out and have a good day. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And hit that notification bell so that you will get the next notification when I upload another story. And give this particular video a thumbs up. Okay? See you next time.